Hello everyone, my name is Pratik and I am here to present PPT on data analytics guided by Professor Harshali Mane. Here is the outline of my PPT. The question 1 is print all the even numbers from 500 to 600 and tell the total count, including 500 and 600 also. Here is a screenshot of the execution and I am directly jumping on the execution part. First of all, we have to print all the even numbers from the given list using for loop. Define start end limit of range, iterate from start till the range in the list using for loop and check if the condition satisfies, then only print the number. Here we are getting the output. In the second one, I have considered the variable n to count the number of evens in the range 500 to 600. First, I have defined the function count evens and then I have used the expression to find whether the number is even or not. Each time the even number is found, the n is increased by +1. Then the output is displayed when all the elements are transversed in the given range. So we get the output. Count of even numbers is 51. Our second question is what is the difference between data profiling and data mining? Data profiling, it is the process of analyzing the available data, and other hand is also analyzes raw data from existing data sets but to collect statistics or informative summaries about data. Data profiling is hugely important for an organization as it helps in accessing the data quality by identifying the anomalies in the dataset. It also helps in discovering and evaluating enterprise metadata. Some of the ways in which data profiling can be conducted are mean, minimum, maximum, percentile, frequency, aggregates, and more. Profile tools evaluate the actual content, structure, and quality of data by exploring relationships that exist between value collection both within and across datasets. Some of the standard profile tools are Talent, OpenStudios, Aggregate Profiler, and more. The metadata can be used in an organization to detect illegal values such as misspelling, missing values, and other redundancies in the datasets. On the other hand, data mining refers to the process of identifying patterns in a pre-built database. It carries out analysis or knowledge discovery in the database to evaluate the existing database and large datasets to turn into raw data into useful information and find trends and patterns into it. We can break the data mining process into 5 steps: gathering the data and loading it into the database. Next, store the data in-house server or on the cloud. Our third question is what is correlation matrix, and give an example of correlation matrix. A correlation matrix is a table showing correlation coefficient between variables. Each cell in the table shows the correlation between two variables. The correlation matrix is used to summarize data as an input into a more advanced analysis and as a diagnostic for advanced analysis. Key decisions to be made when creating a correlation matrix include choice of correlation statistic, coding of the variables, treatment of missing data, and presentation. Here is the example of correlation matrix. In the Jupyter notebook, I will show you how to create a correlation matrix using pandas. I will also review the steps to display the matrix using Seaborn and Matplotlib. To start, here is template that we can apply in order to create a correlation matrix using pandas. Our step 1 is collect the data. Firstly, collect the data that will be used for the correlation matrix. For example, I collected the following data about 3 variables, A, B, and C. Second step is create a data frame using pandas in order to capture the about data set in Python. Once you run this code, you will get the following data frame. Step 3 is create a correlation matrix using pandas. This is the complete Python code that we can use to create the correlation matrix. Once we run this, we'll get the following matrix. This step 4 is get a visual representation of the correlation matrix using Seaborn and Matplotlib. We can use Seaborn and Matplotlib packages in order to get a visual representation of the correlation matrix. First, import the Seaborn and Matplotlib packages. Then add the following syntax at the bottom of the code. This syntax. So the complete Python code will look like this, and we will get the following correlation matrix. In the question 4, I am explaining Python packages for data science. Python has built with extraordinary Python libraries for data science that are used by programmers every day in solving programs. First is NumPy, is the fundamental package for numerical computation in Python, and it provides fast pre-complete functions for numerical routines, supports an object-oriented approach, and its applications are extensively used in data analytics. Creates powerful n-dimensional array, forms the base of the libraries such as SciPy and scikit-learn, replace of MATLAB when used with SciPy and Matplotlib. Second one is Pandas. Pandas is the most popular and widely used for Python library for data science, along with NumPy in Matplotlib. Features are eloquent syntax and rich functionalities, high-level abstractions, contains high-level data structures and manipulation tools. Applications are general data wrangling and data cleaning, used in variety of academic and commercial areas, including statistics, finance, and neuroscience. The third one is TensorFlow. It features better computational graphs, visualizations, reduces error by 50 to 60% in neural machine learning, and speech and image recognition, takes best applications, time series analysis, and video detection. And the fourth one is Matplotlib. Matplotlib is usable as a MATLAB replacement with the advantage of being free and open source, support dozens of backends and output types. Pandas itself can be used as wrappers around MATLAB API to drive MATLAB like a cleaner, low memory consumption, and better runtime behavior. Applications are correlation analysis of variables and outlier detection using the scatter plot. Visualize the distribution of data to gain instant insights. So this is the end of the PPT. Thank you guys. Thank you.